They simply did not listen, y'all. They did not listen not only to Jeremiah, they did not listen to God. And there's something important here and significant here for us all to know, because the story of Jeremiah helps us to undo or realize that this notion that God in difficulty does not go along. Some of us believe that God is associated with things being easy. But I want to help somebody on this morning that nothing, sometimes the difficulties in life does not mean that God is not there. In other words, when you look through the Old Testament and the New Testament, we see all these people who God believed through God's eyes is praiseworthy. And if you look at their lives, they've gone through something every now and then, whether it's Noah and the ark and the flood, whether it's Abraham and having to leave his homeland to go to a foreign land and then having to sacrifice his son, whether it's Moses and time and again that the Lord's people wanted to stone him, whether it's Joshua and Caleb. If you look down through the years of people's lives in the Bible, whether it's Esther or whether it's Ruth and Naomi, if you look at them and get praiseworthy in the eyes of God, but yet they had drama every now and then. They had an uphill battle every now and then. They were forged in a struggle every now and then. And so I want to help us on this morning that simply because you're going through a tough time does not mean God is not with you. Simply because you are forged in an uphill battle does not mean God is not with you. In fact, Jesus Christ says it best when he cautions us that we ought to go through the narrow gate, because the gate up to hell is wide and the road lead to it is easy, and there many are going to travel it. But those of us who decide to go through the gate of life, it is a narrow gate, and it will lead us, but it's a hard road, it's a hard path, but yet a few people will follow. So every now and then, in the midst of all our situation, in the midst of all our struggling, we have to make sure we don't conclude that God is not with us simply because we're going through an uphill battle.